The Fed said that as soon as they move into the physical evidence, they're going to see exactly what happened inside of his parties.
He's taken advantage of these women who are head over heels in love with him.
Whenever you go out here and take advantage of these women who head over heels for you, in love with you, you're supposed to do right by them. Like at the end of the day, Diddy knew exactly what he was doing. He was being strategic about it. This is why he had all them baby oils lined up. And the feds, they said that they not playing no games. And I want y'all to know, anybody who had something to do with what happened to Tupac going down, and everybody who thought that Jay-Z ain't had nothing to do with what happened to Kim Porter, you gotta be a fool, man. Hit the like button if you think that Jay-Z has something to do with what happened to Kim Porter. Drop down in the comment section. Let me know if you're a fan of Cassie. Let me know if you're a fan of Tupac. Young Miami and J-Lo was the main ones who was right there giving all them girls, all them victims that Diddy had. Now, keep in mind, it's over 50 victims that Diddy had. TDJ said that Young Miami and J-Lo was giving them so that they can do whatever Diddy say. Now, at the end of the day, Diddy is a dirty person for even putting himself in this situation. Look what he did to these women. You got kids, G. Like at the end of the day, I got 8 kids. I'm not finna go out there and do nothing like that. You gotta understand, this is a sad situation. Kim Porter, she should have got away from Diddy a long time ago. And Jay-Z, he thought that back him and Beyonce coming to the party and then acting like they don't even know Diddy after he got locked up, that was going to make it to where their name don't get brought up in something. This is a sad situation. I want y'all to hit the like button if you're a fan of Tupac. Hit the like button if you think that Diddy, he kind of had Young Miami and J-Lo to go out there and do that, but they being quiet right now. They on the run right now. And I want y'all to know, as soon as they present this physical evidence, you gonna see on the tape that Young Miami and J-Lo did what TDJs told them to do.
P. Diddy had himself a love triangle between Kim Porter, Chelsea Lovelace, and Cassie, to the point that he's writing love letters to Cassie while with Chelsea.
Kim Porter, she tried to warn Cassie as soon as Cassie came in the picture. Diddy, he was head over heels for Cassie at first. Next thing you know, Cassie left that man. She left him because she didn't want to keep on having the complications that she was having. And a lot of people felt that the way that he was having her to do this stuff with the same people he keep around him every day, she got to look these men in their face right after she did this. Like, at the end of the day, Diddy, he knew what he did, and he got to face the consequences for every action that he took. I want y'all to know, he got to be held accountable. Hit the like button if you think that Diddy need to be held accountable for everything that he did to Cassie, Kim Porter, Tupac, Al B. Shore, and Kid Cudi. They gonna get justice at the end of the day. Hit the like button if you want justice for Kim Porter. Hit the like button if you want justice for Tupac. Going through the testimony, everybody got similar stories, but don't none of them match up. You gotta understand, these people contradicting themselves. Only a few people's stories matching up, and that's Gene Deal's story. I want y'all to know, Diddy's son, he not sitting there on Cassie's side because he got to face the fact that his daddy did all this to these people. Now, you got to understand, a lot of people know that Diddy, he recorded this and had them on tapes. The VHS tapes that the feds got from out of his mansion. You got to understand what was really going on. Hit the like button if you feel that Tupac could still be here right now if Diddy would have never been hating on this man. Like at the end of the day, Tupac got hit up 5 times in that hallway of that studio that he was coming to see Diddy and Big. Like at the end of the day, Jaguar Wright, she said it all. She told it at the beginning.
Chose to. You understand? They want to make up the stories they want to make up. And that's what you get this internet. You got a lot of people making up stuff. But then when the stuff come true, they look stupid. They don't say nothing. They quiet as a church mouse.
Real life.
Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. RIP Kim Porter. We just got some shocking evidence and some shocking news. Jay-Z, he kind of opened the doors for this because he should have never put himself out there like this. He should have never put himself in this situation.
Wilson, for anybody who ain't never been to that side.
Well, I got 2 books out, bro. One book is called Gene Deal, My World of Bodyguard and a Hip Hop Star. And the second one is Gene Deal, Life After Death, When Bodyguard and a Hip Hop Star. The first book tells about my childhood. Growing up in Wellston, I met my mother at the age of 12 years old, where I moved out from St. Louis, from the north side, to the Wellston, Missouri, where my mother was at. Wellston is it's the ghetto among ghettos. There's only 6,000 people. People ain't stop at the stop sign when you went to Wellston. So if you know what they're talking about, if you came out of Wellston, you had to educate yourself, because the school district, if you came out of high school, you probably had a 6th or 7th grade education.
So let me ask you, for those that, some people know your story and they see you on this couch, so they know what we're about to get into. As a curiosity, for those who don't know, your profession was a bodyguard.
Not at all.
Okay, go ahead, please.
My profession I was professionally a New York State parole officer, where I worked for 27 years. You understand? My second profession was an investigator for Elite Investigation, where I ran the investigations of housing projects in the city: Lambert Housing, Taino Towers, Eastchester Manor, some of the roughest housing projects in the city in the Bronx. My third profession, which wasn't like what you might say a bodyguard, I started what you call, with some other guys, ASAP Ferg father, Mike Cock, myself, we started what we call the Same Gang. The Same Gang was a group of guys who, at the time, Harlem was coming up. Instead of them having cliques and they call cliques and crews, instead of them having gangs and stuff like that, we were people that partied together, you know what I'm saying, had a lot of fun, gave picnics, and that's where you got your guy Sean Combs came in, when we brought him into the Same Gang. So I was like what y'all call now an OG, because I started it, you understand? So then Puff had some problems at the place called The Building and the Red Zone. Red Zone and The Building was parties that he was doing. The Building was the unsigned hype. If you ever seen Juice and the guy was doing the turntables and stuff like that, I think it was Omar Epps or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was Omar.
Right, that was The Building. That's where they was giving the parties there, where you had leaders of the new school, Queen Latifah, different groups come there showing their talent, Naughty by Natures and all, like they would show their talent there. So Puff was having problems there, and D Ferg, one of the leaders of the Same Gang, which is ASAP Ferg father, said, yo, Gene, Puff need, some help, man. He need to get that money home at night and everything like that, to Kirk Burroughs and stuff like that. So why don't you go help him out? I said, I ain't got no problem with that. So I put him up under my wing, so I started helping him out, by, making sure when the end of the party and stuff like that, get in the car, bring him uptown. So to answer your question, I'm sorry about that, my profession first was, like I said, parole officer, then investigator, which it was with the housing projects and stuff like that. Then that bodyguard thing was just me looking after, people that was in our crew and clique.
So is it safe to say that you were familiar with like the music industry of some sort before Puff came to picture?
Well, I think that I got involved with the music industry because a guy named Tim Dog. If you know, Tim Dog is not the one who had the that F Compton thing. Tim Dog was one of the A&Rs for Uptown Records. He went on to be a president of Island Records, the president. Because the kid was so excited, he just wanted some stuff from, Puff. Yeah. That's it.
He was a dream killer.
Right there.
He knew how to do that. He would let you get real excited. He'd be like, yeah. Yeah, hold on a second, and just walk off.
Oh,
Jack, what side you sit on, my way?
You were there, so I'm gonna sit here.
And Gene, right before she walked in, you said you have one question. I said, well, again, welcome both y'all to the Blue Couch. This is epic. I met both y'all on the Blue Couch.
I'm so glad you came.
Yeah, thank you.
We got cooking to do.
Oh, I cooked last night.
You did?
And called. I told them to tell you to cook. Yo, that guy right there. I said, Pat Jack called me.
I did. And we didn't finish until 3 a.m.
I cooked mac and cheese, cornbread, fried cabbage, salmon, and catfish. And I
See?
and at his mansion. And I called you and I called him to tell you to call
We
me
were
for
here.
that.
Yeah, we were till like 3, 4.
Yeah, we were.
We had enough. I cooked enough food, man. We could have brought food over.
See, that's on y'all.
Yeah.
Don't make us feel bad.
Yeah.
That's okay because we're gonna cook
Y'all still
together
have some
in
now.
Vegas.
Yeah, where's the leftovers?
He gave it to like 7 different people that came over.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
we
Yo.
I figured out more food. We can cook it.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody.
Y'all still filming?
I think we're still rolling.
Yeah, y'all still rolling?
Yeah, we're still rolling. No, that's still cool. Yeah, that's
Yo,
I forgot my water. I was
so
such a
wait,
rush to
but
get
before I go,
downstairs.
man,
Go.
I'm not gonna be on this couch with Jag.
Not.
Hold on, bro. I'm not gonna be on this couch with Jag, man, unless Jag sing my favorite song. It's a Philly classic. And when I was in high school, bro, and the preacher's daughter.
That's Freak Off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake. It was a really interesting night in Calabasas, and he just sold that footage.
How come you think it doesn't get leaked to the public?
The dark net,
Yeah, like
because of the dark coin. Most people don't even know that the dark coin exists.
finally alone.
Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
But me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying? I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. Make a wish. Just blow it out. It's your birthday every day.
Where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I
with
miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
You ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying? Baby bro, we here. Tomorrow it's time. It's time. What you gonna do to that thing, man? Yeah, they better tune in. They better tune in. Let's go. Everybody, my baby bro, we here. Tomorrow it's time. It's time. What you gonna do to that thing, man? Yeah, they better tune in. They better tune in. Let's go.
The Diddy, the parties, not got invited to those. He was in Cali going to a couple parties with Meek, right? And Meek told my inside man that he can't go to, what 2 or 3 parties yet. So he got left like at the crib or Airbnb, hotel, mansion, wherever they was. Like he couldn't go.
Why?
Like, yo, you can go like Monday and Tuesday you can go to this party. But Wednesday and Thursday, when we go to this other mansion party, you gotta stay back. That's just coming from my inside guy. Like this is truth. Like, you know what I mean? That party, like when they say Diddy party, yeah, a few people was around at that time and they couldn't go.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Diddy and Meek Mill.
Why would they not have when they're gay rappers?
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
We all know he's gay.
Who's we?
Rick Ross knows he's gay.
I didn't know. It's news to me.
Everybody, Rick Ross knows.
You think Rick Ross would sign a gay rapper?
Rick Ross knows he's gay.
I've never told.
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling.
And understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I ain't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
They said Biggie Smalls was even there, y'all. Hit the like button if y'all think that Diddy set up Kim Porter.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They ain't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
what
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
This is my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early with me. And now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
We having a good time, yo. Your Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
Let's just put the camera a little this way just so we're not... I don't want my shot to even... I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane.
Just that, Diddy told him personally that he had sex with Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher's name redacted, you could tell who it is because they describe him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, I mean, we all know who that is, but how you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business. Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital.
Porter passed away in 2018 tragically from pneumonia.
I've been holding a lot. Puff Daddy is the king of deception.
Kim also had video footage of Usher and Diddy getting it on.
Kim probably told all that in her book.
Kim was not found unresponsive in bed. She was discovered on the bathroom floor. If they found her in bed, then she was strategically placed there.
There was actually blood located on Kim's pillowcase.
Everyone believes that Kim Porter was unalived or knowing too much. She saw the worst side of P. Diddy and allegedly had evidence to use against him. But Kim wasn't ever able to expose him because she mysteriously died at her home. So let's get into it.
Share this video on Facebook, y'all. We're gonna bring y'all the facts. Share this video on Facebook.
A lot, but she unfortunately died at the age of 47 on November 15th, 2018. She supposedly died of pneumonia, but that doesn't really make sense for someone who's young and healthy and just found dead at home. There is a lot of mystery surrounding her death because we didn't understand how she died until 2 months after, where they announced that she had pneumonia, which it does not take that long for an autopsy report to determine that someone had died of pneumonia. I mean, at the age of 47, it doesn't really make sense, but if they had fluid in the lungs, they would have been able to tell.
This is the date that Kim Porter unfortunately left us, right? November the 15th. But it took until January the 25th of 2019 to figure out and determine what was the actual cause.
To give you guys some history on Kim and P. Diddy, they met each other back in 1994 when she was hired as his receptionist. Their relationship quickly developed, and by 1998, Kim gave birth to their first son together, Christian. But their happy family didn't last long, because the following year, Sean Diddy, P. Diddy, I need to just call him P. Diddy throughout this video. He ended up leaving Kim for a romance with Jennifer Lopez. Kim was furious, and she threw him out of her home after finding out. She was quoted saying, "A friend called my cell phone. Then a few weeks later, the press hit. People were talking to me like I was really crushed, but I just had the baby. I couldn't be somewhere in the corner heartbroken. I have kids." She also claims that their relationship wasn't real. The world just saw the bright lights and the camera, but I knew what was really going on. He was still in love with me. P. Diddy and J-Lo dated for a couple of years, and Jennifer said that she tried to be diplomatic about the situation because she knows what went on and she didn't want to be a homewrecker. But once P. Diddy and J-Lo broke up, Kim actually sued P. Diddy for paternity and child support. Despite her lawsuit, she claimed that he was a great father, and after the cheating and the legal battles, they ended up getting back together in 2003 and having twins in 2006.
Do y'all think Diddy set up Kim Porter? She was a well-loving mother. She had multiple kids. P. Diddy, he shouldn't have never did that. This is why you can't cheat on your wife, your baby mama, or your girlfriend, because when you really look at it, it all falls apart in the end. Diddy is being sued by multiple people. Multiple people is coming out saying that he had NDAs, he had footage of them. A lot of people feel that Diddy, once the DEA kicked in, he tried to run out of the country. But I want you guys to decide that. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we're going to continue with this.
But unfortunately, Kim wasn't aware at the time that P. Diddy was having an affair with his longtime associate, Sarah Chapman, who became pregnant with his daughter, Chance. Sarah actually gave birth to Chance 5 months before Kim gave birth to their twins. And it actually turns out that Kim hired a private investigator to get some concrete facts. And she supposedly knew that he had gotten this woman pregnant before he had even come to her and explained himself.
All right, so if you missed it yesterday, Diddy had a really sweet tribute to Kim Porter, and it was adorable, but I actually want to share a story about Kim Porter. Now, if you don't know already, Kim Porter passed away in 2018 tragically from pneumonia. She's also the mother of Diddy's children. But what I absolutely love about Kim Porter is back in the day when Diddy left Kim Porter for J-Lo, Kim Porter supposedly didn't even react to it. She caught pictures of him like online with him and J-Lo, and they were out at like clubs and parties together, and that's how she found out he was cheating on her. And apparently she said nothing, and that ate away at Diddy. Supposedly he was just waiting for Kim to react. He wanted her attention, and she just wouldn't give it to him. She was basically like, "You're gonna do your thing? Well, I'm out of here. Bye-bye."
Months after the twins were born, P. Diddy came to Kim Porter and confessed that he had this love child. And she recalled saying, "Really? Well, I already knew. I'm glad you decided to be a man." Despite the love child revelation, the couple tried to carry on before a host of other issues made Kim finally walk out for good in 2007. Without telling him of her plans to leave, Kim waited until P. Diddy was out of town before she packed up the house, including the cars, the nursery furniture, the kitchen table, and moved out. She explained that she wanted to be dramatic. "I wanted him to know that I wasn't breaking up with him for 2 weeks or maybe leaving for 2 days, but if I pack up everything, the twins and all, it means I'm out." Of course, Kim Porter is no longer with us, and I'm sure P. Diddy has a lot of regret about their relationship. He's expressed it in some media reports. He's explained several times that he's regretful that their relationship didn't work out, and he probably feels really bad about it because he treated her so poorly. And even though he's posted these videos online and he's given these sappy interviews, something about me isn't necessarily buying it, because I just have a bad feeling that he's had his way and that he's extremely manipulative to the point where he's going to try to convince the world that they had this amazing love when in fact she had a lot of information on him.